direction. Just look around and find at least something good. All you need will come to you. I'll never refuse you.
Welcome back to Two Canadians at Kafe Lise, a Vigor podcast. I'm Dr. Anton. This is DJ Spencer, and we're your hosts.
Hello.
Hey, this is episode 81, and we're going to be talking about the new melee system. We did cover it a little bit during the preview, but then we also had a lot of technical issues with that preview, so I apologize for that. Hopefully we got that all sorted out now. We won't have that again, but you never know. But we wanted to talk about melee. It's new. They really made a lot of revamping of it. We touched a bit about it before, but we wanted to go over it again. We each took some clips, and we even have a few that we're going to reuse from the last episode too, just so we have a good sampling to show you as we talk about the new system. It's a melee episode now that we can properly say that they have a new melee, a proper melee system. Before we go too far though, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Leave comments below. We appreciate it. And we're not always great about it, but we always try to. We always read them, and we always, if we can, try to respond.
Yep, definitely.
But definitely. But yeah, as we said, there's the new melee system. Now we've both had opportunities to use it really well. Like DJ got good chance, some good preview chances, but now there were a couple, almost a month, and I guess getting pretty close to a month, a few weeks, right, since the season started.
A couple.
It's just a couple. It's
because our last episode was the preview episode, so
but I guess we are recording a little bit later too. We are
so 3 weeks or whatever.
Getting close to 3 weeks. Yeah, we're almost at 3 weeks because we're recording a few days. This is like a Wednesday where normally we would record it on Saturday. So this episode's going to be not quite a week late, but 4 days later. So it does. Yeah, I guess it's not quite 3 weeks, but it feels like longer.
It's such a grind. 3 weeks feels like months.
And it's not Vigor's fault. It's just way February's going, man. It's one of those months. I don't know. But we're going to show you clips, obviously. But do you have anything you want to say about now that you've had a proper chance to play around with it some more? Do you have anything you want to add about the new melee system?
It is way more viable than what it was before. It's still not super easy getting kills because obviously, when you have any weapon that's remotely automatic type thing, like even a VZ58, closing the gap against other people with those kind of weapons is very tough. You got to wiggle and use either the landscape or objects to provide cover for you, but it is viable. Basically, every knife is at least a 3 hit, if not a 4 at the most. From what I've seen, armor does not protect any more than without armor, and adrenaline seems to actually speed up a bit of the knife animation. I've only done it once. And we have a clip of it, so we'll be showing that later.
Okay, good.
But it does seem that it is a little quicker. I don't think my input on my controller was a little quicker, but I could be wrong. Like I said, it's not like I've had many opportunities. My survival rate has taken a beating. It's already looking bad. It's worse than what it was pre-seasonal stats, and it's it's bad. So I'm gonna have to work on that. Every category is bad because of this, but for science, it's all good.
Exactly. And I feel bad now. I should have thought of it because I have clips, and I've they're the same ones I posted elsewhere. I should have took some clips of when I tried to use melee and died, and I didn't think of it. I only actually took clips of ones where I got a kill. So now that I think about it, I'm going to have to go back through some of my videos and maybe to grab make a
Oh yeah.
compilation of not so great moments.
Oh yeah, and like
Yeah,
I've had so many close calls too, where it's like literally like one more swipe, but again, it's like uh a green coat with a VZ58, like just at the last second got me down type thing, but like I literally had him to like the last swipe. So
yeah,
like I said, it's so much better than it was. So it's exciting that it got done. It wasn't really expected initially, but
right.
I think it's a byproduct of the weapon rework. So
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I'll bring it up here. I'll start with one of mine, but then we'll go through a few of yours. You have a
oh,
few more clips, and I
um,
just thought it's all
l-
good. Oh, go ahead.
maybe we should restate. So for the damage per weapon, so the special issue, the John 45, is the base damage. The Viper, the military grade one, which is new this season, is 40. Which the weapon plan is not in this current season battle pass, but it is apparently going to be included in next season's battle pass.
Didn't realize
Um,
that. I didn't notice that
yeah,
the plan wasn't in there.
yeah.
Oh,
Then the blue slash rare knives, so the fall knivens, and I forget what the other one is.
it's the M14, I think, because that's the one I've been running around with,
Okay,
and it's a blue. Yeah,
I've been running the fall
I think
kniving
it's.
just because I like saying fall kniving. But anyways, so those are 35. The green ones are 30, and
Yeah,
then all the plentiful ones, those are all 25 base damage. There are no
yeah.
common knives; they're all plentiful. So and
Oh, I
the
never realized that. Okay.
yeah, and the nice thing too about this is you could actually do a zero to hero run and at least defend yourself if you go to like a kitchen or like find like a
Oh,
knife type thing, and then boom,
sure.
like you have a weapon. You don't have to like hope for like a weapon crate with a weapon, like an actual like rifle or something. So it's great because now you're able to actually find knives throughout the Avalanche type thing. So
Yeah, and you found them before too, but for a moment there, I thought you were going to say like you can take a knife in with you. Like what? Why on a
no,
zero to hero? No, but
no,
it makes sense. Like if you find one in a kitchen, which is pretty common,
yeah.
then you have at least some kind of defense.
And
If you don't find a pistol
yeah,
or by then too,
viable defense.
a viable defense. That's true. Before it was not a viable defense, no,
No,
not at all. Yeah, no, that's good to know. And yeah, that's right with the ranges of the damage. They do really keep them by category. Really, like it's the grays, or which are plentifuls in this case. I never really noticed that they were plentiful as opposed to common. So uh but yeah, each in different levels. And I think one of the reasons I'm using the one I'm using, and I thought it's the M14, but I'm not 100% sure, is because it had skins. So it was like the blue one that
okay,
has a couple different skins, and I was looking through this. I was looking through the thing, and they've never, other than the skins they've released in some battle passes, and that's been a while since they've done that because knives haven't been their priority. Um, they've never released a skin outside of a battle pass, so there's none in the shop. Like you go to the shop, go to weapons, there's no skins to buy.
oh okay,
Yeah, so there's a lot of knives that have no skins at all. And then there's like yeah, the John has like a bunch
yeah,
because there's like at least four, because there's the silver and the gold from Renegades. There's the from, I think it's Hunters, that has the rainbow. And when I say gold from Renegades, I'm talking about the red and gold one. That
yeah,
because there's also the gold one that came in Hunters season 2, and there was the because that's the season the John came out, I believe. Um,
so,
season 2, I think it was, because they had the gold and the rainbow skin that season. So it's got like 4. The one I'm using has 2, and then there's a few others. I think the Fjell Knifen might be one that has a skin as well. I'm not 100% sure. There's one, and unless I'm thinking of the bayonet one, that has like a tiger kind of snow tiger skin.
I don't know.
Man, I should have brought all those up. I could have had all those different skins showing here, but yeah. So when I realized that, it's like, oh man, there's an opportunity, because if people want to start bringing them out, they might want to have a skin, if it's even a Puko. It'd be kind of cool to have a skin on a Puko, run around with a little Puko. But yeah. So yeah, I did. That was kind of interesting when I noticed that. So, anyways, but yeah, this is the first one is one of me and a friend of the pod,
good shot.
Crosser. We were in Victorson. Yes, thank you, Victorson Station, and we ended up in up by the guest house, and we were and so we ran into each other. We started to have a fight, but then someone who came at us started shooting at us, and so we both split up, took off. He was able to shoot the guy, but then we were able to finish off our little knife fight here. But you can see, like, when you're two people going at it, there's a lot of weaving, and you have to like try to dodge each other. It makes it a lot tougher.
Yeah, that was close.
But I had the advantage there because he was playing on the Switch.
That guy came along and
Xbox,
interrupted our night fight. What was that?
He's really good on the Switch. He's been playing the Switch quite a while, and he does really well, and he can get threats and all that. But there is a little bit of a lag, especially in certain situations when you're playing on the Switch. I've noticed it, and he admitted to it too as well. So in a situation like that, when you're trying to go hand to hand in melee, yeah, you're at a bit of a disadvantage on the Switch, just because it can be a bit jerky, right? And so you can't quite get the smooth movements in. But yeah, there's been times where, like you mentioned, and if I wish I had taken clips of it, where I'm running up on somebody and I have my knife out, and I'm trying to sneak up on them, or trying to get in there quick, but they just turn on you, and if they have like almost any kind of weapon, they'll just take you up pretty quickly if they hit their shots, for sure.
Yeah.
This is the first one of yours, so let's take a look at this one.
Let's get ready to rumble.
And this is from the preview, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is that guy Brian Evans and I from the preview. This is like the first fight. That was like what, a 3-hit, which is a lot of fun. Just
oh my god, this is going to be so good.
As you can see, like, it goes pretty quick. And then like, what I love about this too, I should have mentioned this earlier, is like you'll actually see like content creators or like streamers just like go with viewers now and say, hey, we're going to like do melee fights or whatever, and it's like, just go and do it. Like the like, it's not I guess the possibility of doing this kind of stuff is so much funner than the other, because like the old melee system was like almost like a meme because it was like really bad. And now it's like it's legit like good. Like it's not perfect by any means, but it is, like we were saying earlier, it's viable. Like you could actually get kills, and there's still like, you're still going to get rewarded for like skill, because it's not just like an easy like tap dead type thing. Like you were saying earlier, like you need to bob and weave and jump and back up, and know when to like dodge and everything like that. Dodge, all the 5 Ds of dodgeball type thing.
Yeah, that's right. Oh man, dodgeball, I love that. I love that movie. But yeah, and I had a thought there for a moment, but it just slipped away. But yeah, I don't know. I can't think of what I was going to say, but it's okay. We'll just move on to the next one. This is another one of yours we're going to show here. This is also from the preview pro, and this is when you're also showing off the smoke bombs from the preview.
Yep.
I finally got a chance to use some smoke bombs in Shootout, which was kind of cool. I've a few times where I was able to throw it and then try to avoid somebody and try to get the kill in Shootout, so it's nice.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Nerf
then
the
this one was
Puko.
with the Puko,
That is so awesome.
and it's like I was yelling out
Smoke is
Nerf the
so
Puko,
good.
but yeah, it's like we tossed all 4
Imagine,
smoke
imagine you
grenades
just running
and
out. You
just
smoke
had at
somebody,
her,
you run
and
into the smoke. They're trying to
like you could kind of hear like the laughter type thing, just because it's like when you start
Yeah.
realizing that like this is actually fun using melee,
Yeah.
you know it gets you excited, especially like as a content creator type thing. You're looking for like ideas for some new content and whatnot, and this just adds a new tool or idea to your toolbox, I guess you could say.
Yeah, and no, but one of the things I think what I was trying to say before, what I thought of it and lost, like in the past, in the old days, which we're talking about a couple years maybe, um, there were various content creators who would try to do those kind of things, get everybody in on a match, and yeah, I'll bring knife fights, and yeah, and you'd see those old knife fights where it's like whoosh, and then
Yep.
you got to run around a lot before you can get another swing in, and it's like okay. So yeah, it definitely lends itself to I think some more memeable. We'll probably get some more memeable clips out of this now, the way it is now for sure.
Yep.
Now and things aren't 100% as this next clip shows. This is when I was running up to a buried cache, and actually I should just swap this out like we were doing, showing that on the big screen. But I was heading to buried cache and I heard someone coming, so I stopped and I was like, okay, someone's coming. I'm going to try to get this guy. And I thought, wait, I got my knife. Let's see if I can get a kill. He didn't hear me. He started going for it. And I don't know if it's a effect. It took about 3 hits, and that's when I killed him. And it even shows me getting damage. So I definitely, it's showing me all that. It didn't count as my knife kill, or one of my knife kills, because I do have a challenge to get
the 5 melee kills. Yeah,
the 5 melee kills, and for whatever reason it didn't. Now I don't know if it's because he was digging at the time and it glitched
maybe
the count or something. I don't know. I was thinking he's going for the cache. Maybe that sort of made it so it didn't count.
Yeah,
but it was interesting. Yeah, so I would have been at 3 out of 5 now, and so I'm only at 2 out of 5. So I still got a few to go, and I got some time, so I still have a chance.
Yeah.
You always run into a green coat without weapons, so there's always a chance.
Yes. Speaking of,
And speaking of, and it didn't occur to me, like you were saying, to use something like adrenaline for it. So, and I don't know if caffeine has much of effect other than the fact that you won't get tired out when you're swinging.
No, so from the testing I saw, like I was just like, this was without the caffeine, but like I was literally just going like mashing the trigger and just going and
Yeah.
the stamina never went down. So it's like the only benefit I think you having the caffeine is the adrenaline, and if you're going to actually be running after
then no way you don't have to worry about it. But the adrenaline's the big thing. It does make you a little bit fast. It seems like it makes it a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Cool. Okay, so we'll go back to another one of yours here.
Cool. All right. 1, 2, 3.
This looks like it's actual.
Yeah. So this one again, there was a viewer. I was like, okay, I need to get knife fight footage in like the live build type thing.
We got him.
I met up. Container was just by there, and then the viewer came by, and I realized it was him, and we hate and whatnot. And I was like, okay, well, if we're going to knife fight, like, let's not do it right next to Container, because it's usually a hot spot. So went and have at her, and he kind of got stuck on the tree there, right at the end. But I did get a couple of quick hits on him, and and in that clip too, actually, I was wearing the armor plate, so you can see when I did get hit, like whatever, like 25 or 30% of my health went down, but the armor plate did not take any damage. So
okay, there you go. Yeah, that's one of the ones I was kind of wondering myself, and I know there had been questions about that, like how does armor affect things? So it doesn't. So it's good to know. It's interesting because, well, yeah, you would think that in theory, I guess it's easy. you could say, oh, I'm avoiding the armor. Who knows? But you would think it, it should affect it because it,
And to that point too, or to extend that point, when I was on with that guy Brian Evans doing some testing, one of the initial hits I took, I specifically like tried to aim for his head. So I had my reticle like pointing right to his head, and it didn't seem to make any more damage or less type thing. So it just seems like it's a general thing where it's like
right.
You hit the body, it's like boom. It doesn't matter if it's a limb or head or whatnot. So,
and the sound effect they're using, like it sounds like when you get the kill, it sounds like it's a headshot. But when you look at your stats, I don't believe it doesn't actually show as a headshot because they've reused that sound for a couple things. Like if you get a not the contact bomb, but the booby trap. If you get a booby trap kill, it sounds like it's a headshot. But then
like the splat.
Yeah.
Well, I've gotten the splat from contact bombs too, when from a distance.
Well,
type thing.
yeah, contact bombs, you get like you can definitely hear that you've gotten a kill, but it's just a little different sound when it's the booby trap. It's the headshot sound. Because when you get a headshot, it's a different, you get that specific headshot. And they use the same sound for the booby trap, but the contact bomb, you get a kill sound, but it's not that sound. It's I don't know how to say it, but you know what I mean.
I don't know. I want to say like most of my knife kills that I've gotten the like grunt type death thing, so it's like so that's what I've noticed more, but I could be wrong. And now I'm questioning myself because it's like I'm like I didn't pay attention to like all of them, and like all the clips that I sent in. I don't know if that's the case now.
And I do remember hearing that sound, but I can't 100% say that I heard that sound on every one or not. So we'll have to go through and maybe afterwards, because when we're watching it like this, we just see the video, we can't hear the audio. And that was part of the problem last time, is I had the audio way too high in the clips from that last episode. And when we were talking, you couldn't hear us because the clip audio was so high. So hopefully it's much better this time, because I've been watching it and I have them quite a bit down. I think that was that number 4 for you? I think it might have been. Was that 3 or 4?
3.
I think you're right. I think that's 3, because 4, this will be number 4 for you if it plays. There we go. That's number 4. Okay.
Yeah. So this one was in Shootout. Actually, this is actually my first one this season at all. Like even encounters. And I was just stalking this guy. And I don't think he had like a headset, because like as you can see, he didn't like even seem to care.
Didn't seem to know you were there. Yeah.
And he like I looted his body after the fact, and like there was ammo for his guns and everything. So even though he was in the weapon crate, like he had the ammo for the weapon he had. So just Vigor tip 1, have a good headset, I guess. But
have a headset. Makes a huge
like
difference.
I love the fact that you get it is pretty easy to get a knife in the Shootout map now, because it's like, again, it's viable. It's tough though. Like I'm not gonna lie, it is very tough in Shootout, just because of like the chaotic mess that can be Shootout, right? You're getting shot from every which direction and whatnot, but it is a lot of fun.
Have they added the knife in like that was the new map there?
Yeah, that was the Viper.
That was the Viper. Have they added the knife to the other maps yet? Do you know, like through
I believe so.
Okay. Because I have played some Sagbrook, but I don't recall if I've ever got the knife, because in the new map it's you get the Viper, and you get the Swish, the Smith & Wesson revolver. So I don't recall if I've ever seen a knife or not. So I'm kind of curious now, because you would think on the Kirsten map, may not be too bad. It's a kind of a
Yeah.
longer, narrow map, and there's a lot of places where you could, hide and duck behind. So that map that you're on, if you were in the field area, so that you would think that'd make it harder, but you just
Yeah.
happen to luck out and get a guy who
Yeah.
either wasn't paying attention or maybe had to duck out for some reason.
Yeah, I'm more lucky that no one was shooting me from the maze or from any other side type thing. So
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah. And then this is my last clip here, which is just me and Miran happened to find a green coat that I was like, I don't think he has a weapon, so
this guy may not have enough.
let's take advantage of it.
Oh, no, but I think they all had weapons.
And I don't know if he was a new player or, but he didn't. Hey, he didn't try to like wave like, hey, don't kill me. So open game. If you don't, hey. If you do, hey, I still kill you. That's on me. But if I kill you and you didn't, hey, that's on you.
or he haze, and then you're like, oh, I'll let him live, and then you get.
Yeah, well, that's a whole different. or you do a mod and hey haze, you make friends with him, you run around with him, and then you drop a grenade at his feet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we ran around quite a bit, and then he seemed like he was trying to loot maybe he was looking for a gun. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
Maybe he's trying to find a weapon to get me with, and
I know he had nothing.
hey.
Poor green coat. And yeah, see, that would have been a great time for some adrenaline, and then you would have caught up to him.
Yeah, because I ran out of stamina because I was actually chasing him longer than the clip because that house I started out in, I encountered him before that because I had actually shot at him first before I realized he didn't have a gun, right? So I chased after him and I noticed, oh, he doesn't have a gun, so knife kill, time to get a knife kill. So but yeah, that is the nice thing about the knife too, is now that it's viable, I'm taking one in not just for this, because when you have the knife out as opposed to a gun, you do run faster, and you run even faster if you have no weapon in your hand. But having a knife in your hand, you run faster than you do with a gun. So there's that. But if you're going to, if you're running and you happen to come across somebody, you better be real close to them because they're probably going to kill you.
You gotta work on your zigzagging and
you really got to work on the zigzags
and know how to like use like the natural like cover and all that stuff. So.
Yeah. Okay, this is your next clip, your second last one. This is on Anikken.
So yeah, I made it short, but I literally chased this person all around the map because they started. The airdrop was by like the wrecked ship, and then they went all the way downtown. Well, I call it downtown Anikken, and then went
the middle of the map
back to the ship, and then like all the way to the exit. And I think I had to pop my only whatchamacallit, adrenaline to catch up to them, and just luckily for me, the exit was it was opened, but he didn't realize that you had to go to the end of like that rockway type thing. I forget what
right
it would actually be called, but so that's why he ended up doing a loop, and then I caught up to him, and I felt bad because he was a green coat, nothing. He had the airdrop, and it actually ended up being a threat kill too, which I didn't even think of too.
Threat with a knife, nice.
Yeah, threat with a knife, but like I think all the other ones were like sniper kills or whatever. But
sure,
either way, I was like, it was a green coat, and I just knifed him for the threat.
Yeah,
it feels bad, man.
And that was in the preview build. All those exits are locked, but in the actual build, that one is not, correct?
No, someone had unlocked it.
So someone had unlocked. Are they all locked still then on the regular map?
Yes.
I couldn't remember. Okay.
So on the dev stream for the preview, or once it went live, they actually did mention that it is an actual bug. Not all exits are supposed to be locked. So it almost makes me wonder if like this is not me with partner info, but it almost makes me think that what if they're working on like random locked exits. And I think
Ooh.
Vax, the real Vax, kind of mentioned that too on
Mhm.
his dev stream summary, where it's like, what if it's a random thing, instead of
That
like
would be
all of them.
neat. Yeah.
So
That would
uh,
actually be really cool if it was like you don't know until you get in which is the open exit. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and like I would like something like that, because like you see changes to the maps that way, right? So
Mhm.
it's like, it brings like a variable, kind of like, it's not necessarily the same thing, but like the elevators from the Kirsten Dam, right,
Mhm.
where it's like there's actual movement and things changing to the actual physical map. The
Yep.
locked exits, or like the ladder exit from Grontheim, where it's like you could cut it and no one can get back up after the fact.
Yep.
I like that kind of stuff. It throws like a monkey wrench. Well, maybe not monkey wrench, but it just makes it different, right?
Yeah.
So
And they could, in theory, if they do it with that one, they could do it with any map because really,
yeah,
you can take a map like Grontheim, and you got two exits that are on roads. So we're used to being boats that you get going. It could be a car,
yeah,
right? You could get like a
yeah,
car going, and drive off. So you need electronics or gas or whatever for the vehicle. So the
yep.
exact same thing as a boat, but there's a reason why that is considered locked is because you have to get the car going.
Yep,
So
exactly. So
yeah,
I definitely like that idea for sure. It'd be cool to have, anyways.
yeah, no,
So,
absolutely.
oh my god, it is so. Um, sorry, a little more of a tangent, but
Yeah,
so for the preview stuff, I made the video about the Anikken exits, thinking like, oh, like breaking news, like this is exciting, like no one else has even talked about this, and then it ends up that oh, it's a bug. And I found out because I'm watching the dev stream. But anyways, oh my god, some of the comments about that, like people literally lost their minds about it. And like I'm like, guys, like there is like seriously like a ton of loot on Anakin. It's just people don't actually loot it.
yeah, exactly.
Like
Fuel,
there,
wire, that stuff's easy to find,
yeah,
or electronics.
yeah. So I was like, oh my god, I'm like, this is not a battle worth fighting. Like I commented a few times, but then after that, I was just like, I'll let it go, because I'm like,
Yeah,
especially the fact that like it is a bug, and they are going to change it. Um, like I don't know if it's going to be a mid-season update fix, or if it's going to wait till next season.
yeah,
We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it was just kind of funny. That's just like the kind of like some of the questioning and the comments on that. But
yeah. They got a few things to fix, a few little bugs, because there's the vinyls that even though you can still access them, you just can't see them. Or I think someone said you said it was any collectible
yeah,
you can't see in your shelter, right? Yeah.
yeah,
So there's little things like that. They have some things to fix. That's for sure.
yeah.
But that, at least it's, I wouldn't say, breaking or whatever, but there are, what was there are a few different ones too. What was I finding? There was a bug I had found, but I can't think of what it was right now. Um, Yeah, I can't think of what it is right now,
Yep.
but it's not just the simple, because there's one from a previous season where you had to vault. The one where you can't you can't change weapons or use consumables, like that little bug. But then unless you vault, if you vault over something, then it unlocks it. So I don't know if I've run into that one, but there was something else I had run into. So there's a couple little things. I have to remember what that other one is though. So just in case they may not have, I'm sure they've heard about it, but if not. But then there's
Mhm.
also the translucent houses on Brodelin.
Yep.
There's like two that I know about, and I haven't seen any others. So I think it might just be the two. But
I think there's a third one where it's missing like the base of the foundation of the building or something like that.
okay, I hadn't seen that one. Okay, yeah, and the two that were translucent from the inside, it's like everything's missing from the inside, like all the what
It's a
would
glass
be.
house.
Yeah, it's a furnish. Yeah, the furnishings are all gone. Like you can't. There's nothing really to bump into except for
Yep.
invisible walls. There are still invisible walls that you can run into. But okay, and then this is your last clip. This is on Broadland. We were just talking
Yeah,
about.
so this is actually the match that I queued in with you.
Oh, okay.
So this is not the guy that killed you.
No.
It was someone else. But yeah, so this is where I used the adrenaline. I popped it before because I didn't know where he was going to go, and then it just seemed like it went a little quicker.
Yeah, that was really quick.
And so like I don't think he had any interest in actual fighting. Like he ended up having like a RPK 74 and
Yeah.
something else. But I think he was just more looking to loot type thing because if I'm not mistaken, that match everything was basically north of the river, like signals,
Yeah.
container, and bar.
Container was because that's where I
and
died. It was near
yeah.
Container, and the guy who killed me had an RPK 74. So I don't know if it was the same gun.
No,
if
it's
the same
not.
person.
It's definitely not because it was all the way down south type thing. There's no way.
But the guy who could have picked up
he
that
would have had
gun and
time.
ran south. Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
not. Yeah.
and I hit signal. Sorry, signals was just south of the bridge at that red house,
Right.
and he was literally the only guy down there type thing. So everyone else
Okay.
was.
So
Or
then
at
there
the
was
time,
obviously two
whoever's left.
RPK 74s. Yeah.
So, anyways, I went down and just because like I'm trying to get a single knife kill, I didn't want to get pinched or anything like that. So I ended up
Yeah.
seeing him like kind of come over that ridge, and I was just like, oh, maybe we could do this.
You gotta wait for him.
So,
You definitely have to like wait. Like try to get your timing right because yeah, if you're running full bore and then you see somebody and they see you, yeah, the chances are less. But if you know somebody's about and you just sort of bide your time and try to spring yourself on them to get the kill, that definitely gives you the bonus. It's too bad, and I didn't think to try it either. Is we didn't get any recorded kills with like just like a gun being used in melee.
oh, as melee.
Yeah, it's tougher because unless you have a controller with back buttons, you have to use your stick to do the melee part, right? On my controller, I have 4 back buttons, so I remapped 2 of them to be the sticks, both sticks. So it's not so bad. I can hit that back button and do the melee that way, and it is a lot better. But it does make it tougher. But it would have been nice to try to get a kill that way. So it might still be something to try. But that one challenge, I'm pretty sure is it knife related? I think it has to be knife kills on that one challenge.
Yeah, it says melee, so I don't know.
Does it say melee? Okay.
Count. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then it might. But it'd be worth more science. Got to try that out.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. But there you go. That yeah, that's the new melee system, and yeah, it's definitely fun. It it's a new element to the game. Vastly improved element to the game now, and it does make it more interesting because now I'm looking for those chances where I could try to get one, and and then with like that last clip when you were on Broadland and we were both on there, I had attempted to go for a melee kill, and that's when I got killed by the guy with the RPK 74s. Like, we were by the container. He took a few shots at me. I think I might have taken a shot at him. I don't remember. But I thought, okay, there were some trees. I thought maybe I could weave and duck in, but it just didn't work out. He clocked me with with his machine gun.
Yep.
Yeah.
and hopefully once the full weapon rework is completed, like hopefully like you'll see the meta switch, and you might see less LMGs or fully auto weapons, and the movement maybe like it'll be a lot more viable
Right.
to use a knife type thing. So
Yeah.
we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. And yeah, well, and people keep saying that machine guns definitely are still a big meta, but I haven't seen them as regularly
No.
as I used to. Like there's been a lot more diversity in the lobbies, which is nice. And like I'll see, and there's still once in a while you get some double up of weapons, but there's quite often I'll see lobbies that everybody's carrying something different, which is kind of cool. I like seeing that.
Yeah,
and then if
I,
a lot of noobs, it's a lot of Visa 58s, sure, but
yeah. I think a lot of it has to do with like people are just sick of it and just kind of like
yeah,
refuse to, you know, use LMGs, and you'll have like the sweats are those who like want to just go out for kills constantly,
yeah.
bring them in. So
And the newer players don't necessarily have them too, because like the lowest level LMG is the green, right? There's a couple different green ones,
yeah,
and even if you have the plans, they still take a little while to make. So
yeah,
it's not if the newer players is better chance you're just going to see VZs and other weapons, but
yeah.
yeah, it's the
I,
experienced
I
players. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's still easy enough to get them, like with the limb
yeah,
crates and all that stuff. So, and the parts from the weapon parts and crates and whatnot. So,
yeah.
but yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. Whenever the weapon rework actually comes in, and hopefully it will sway it even more type thing.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think
absolutely.
it's just people just kind of like sick of it, and just saying nope. So it kind of sucks that it has to basically be like a self-regulating thing after so long, but
Yeah.
yeah, it is what it is.
Yep, and like we say, they're constantly improving and working on the game. So we'll just have to see what else there is to come. And with that, when this comes out, it's gonna be right around or just before the double XP weekend. So as you're getting this, it might be the double XP weekend right now. So
Yep,
make sure get your games in, try to get that loot.
yep.
And if you've been
February
good,
23rd to the 26th.
yeah, that's right. Friday through Saturday or Sunday. Um, if you have your crates, you've been saving the crates. This is the time to open them. If you've been saving your seasonals to turn in,
Yep.
this is the time to get those in. Get that
Or
extra
wait till the
XP.
next, or wait for the next double XP.
Sure. If you miss this one,
Depends.
they usually have a couple, and so there's usually one closer to the beginning and then one closer to the end. But then they'll have other events during the time too, usually booster events or whatnot. So check
Yeah,
those out. And sometimes they'll do a double XP or something, not on a weekend, but during a weekday too. So
yeah.
look out for those.
And
But yeah,
also, just like to, I guess, advertise or promote, uh, Vigor is doing a Golden Tommy Awards. So
oh
they're
nice,
taking submissions for Community Champ, Headshot of the Year, Most Explosive Kill, uh, Against All Odds, Rising Star, which is kind of a neat category because it's any streamer or content creator that started in 2023 or 2024. Funniest clips. So you have till the end of February UTC time uh, to submit or nominate.
oh nice.
And just check out Vigor's socials or their website for more information. So it's kind of cool because like the winners, I believe, it's 600 crowns
Oh nice.
um,
Okay.
for any of the hold on. Winners will be oh sorry, 16 booster tickets worth over 16 booster tickets. So the total cost of those booster tickets is 600 crowns. So you get a double XP ticket, you have 5 insurance tickets, 5 better crates, and 5 more loot.
Oh nice.
So if I understand, so you're getting booster
Interesting.
tickets as a reward.
Yeah. That's interesting because it used to be in the past it would be crowns or something like that.
Yeah.
But now that they've introduced tickets, I never thought of that as a reward. So that's kind of neat. Yeah.
Yep. So
There we go.
February 29th again as the deadline. And the vote, there will be a public voting on, I don't know if it's all of them, all the categories, but voting will be, or the winners are announced March 21st.
Okay. Everyone keep your eye out for that then. I didn't even know about it, so I'm glad you mentioned it.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay.
And sign up for the Vigor newsletter as well. Um,
Yes.
if you guys don't, it has good tidbits like Doc mentioned the double XP. Also, the Tommy Awards was in there, and The initial booster apocalypse, which I think was the shootout one, on the opening weekend of the season.
Right.
It's always good to know they send it once a month. I think it's the beginning of the month.
Yeah, definitely. If you haven't, sign up for it. It's good information, and sometimes it's hard to find some their stuff when especially if they post it on the socials. You know how Twitter's like a big mess right now, so it's like you try to go back and looking for things, and sometimes you find it, sometimes you don't. I don't know, and not everything that they post on those places makes it to like their Discord or to their news page. So having the newsletter as an option for reference is definitely worth it. Yeah, check it out. But yeah, that will conclude our Melee episode. Thanks for watching and listening. As usual, I'm Dr. Anton.
And I'm DJ Spencer.
Stay safe in the Outlands and have a great night.
Nerf the Puko.
Nerf the Puko. Bye.
Lost your way again. You don't see your reflection. Just look around and find at least something good. All you need will come to you. I'll never refuse you. Take whatever you want, so just get a hold. chance and flame up your dream. I know you'll find your way. You must be calm anyway. Grab your chance and flame up your